feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
So some guy came online and said this might be the wildest Zoom call in corporate history. Drake's team, UMG and Nike reps asking Kendrick to stop the rap beef because allegations are costing everyone a lot of money. Right? Now, already that headline sounds so like Kendrick camp made up. Like, come on. Like, why the fuck would Nike want to even be in a conversation about this, right? Like, doesn't make sense. Anyway, I guess this note looks like it says from an insider. It says, waiting on proof in the form of documents. We'll update whenever I receive it. Apparently, PG Lang, Kendrick, and EXO, The Weeknd, as of yesterday, were asked by Universal Music Group to end the beef with Drake. Kendrick apparently isn't budging at all, but UMG is pressing hard on their request to squash the beef. UMG has also had a Zoom meeting with all the parties involved, and they want Kendrick either directly or said through PG Lang to post a statement clarifying Drake isn't a pedophile if Kendrick agrees to end the beef. Drake is losing the beef in UMG's eyes, so from a UMG perspective, the sooner the beef ends, the better. The pedophile accusations directed at Drake are costing UMG, Nike, and other parties a lot of money. Yo, if you believe this, you as dumb as you look. Whoever believes this. That is fake. This is fake. Why? Because hip-hop numbers are up because these two niggas is beefing. Let me tell you this. I don't know what ass clown wrote this up trying to get people to believe it. Labels gain the most when niggas finna die. Like, the labels ain't here to protect. Did you hear Lear Cohen? Did you hear Lear Cohen on motherfucking The Breakfast Club? They're not gonna tell you to not self-harm yourself or get addicted to drugs. They're not looking out for you. They want bread. Right now, put it like this. The only way they would be mad at this shit is if this shit, all these songs were going up on streaming services. You know what they'd be saying? Why y'all giving away the crack for free? But as long as this shit, by the way, look, Kendrick is about to get a #1 song. Who's about to eat off of that #1 song? UMG. Drake is about to have a top 5 or top 10 song, and 2 of them in the top 20. Who's about to eat off of that? UMG. Nigga, you think they give a fuck? Here's how they look at it. And by the way, there's no favoritism. Like, you know what I mean? All of these niggas work in the same, they all work for UMG. Whether it's Drake bringing in the bread or it's Kendrick, the bread's still getting brought in. The market share ain't going nowhere else. Even if fans go from Drake to Kendrick, both of them are on UMG. Well, actually, technically, no. PG Lang isn't UMG. I'm sorry. Actually, yeah. And that's nothing why this doesn't make sense. Wait, is PG Lang, they might have a partnership with UMG. Let me figure it out. But this is another thing that doesn't make sense. Why the fuck would Kendrick gotta listen to them? Unless it goes through UMG. If they're not distributing through UMG, yeah. What the fuck? You know they would probably tell UMG, nigga, suck a dick. You go worry about Drake. Like, you can't control what we do. Yeah. I don't think the labels give a fuck either way, bro. People really think that Lucian is like, oh, Drake feelings hurt. Now, they would give a fuck if Drake sticks up the building. Like, Drake could do that. Like, he's one of the biggest acts. He can say, yo, I'm unhappy with this, and it needs to change or stop before I become unhappy and stop putting out music. And that would be a huge problem, right? TMZ reported about this rumor, and look, it says it's bullshit. It says labels ain't interfering, right? It says there's a rumor going around that Drake and Kendrick music labels try to force him to squash the beef. Turns out it's unfounded, right? Here's the deal. A blind item that circulated that purports to have the inside scoop on the alleged meeting between Kendrick, Drake, Universal. They even said Nike, which, by the way, here's the thing. Well, again, I don't know if PG Lang distributes through UMG. It looks like at least I'm not sure what's the distribution arm that he uses. Wait, let me see. PG Lang's signs distribution deal. We got to figure out where. Oh, they did a partnership through Def Jam, but where does PG Lang? PG Lang might not. Maybe they got some with UMG. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's the point, man. Okay, cool. And also, why would Nike be at the table? You think UMG give a fuck about Nike? There's a few bullet points addressing the blind item, including the claim that UMG honchos tried to force Kendrick to capitulate to Drake and apologize and squash things. Let's read it. They're citing purported insiders saying that UMG wanted K-Dot to put out a statement acknowledging that Drake is not in fact a pedophile. This while alleging that UMG brass was viewing Drake as losing big time in the beef. This is why we know Kendricks can't put this out, right? And it's hurting their bottom line. It sounded pretty thorough and detailed, but sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ there was no such meeting between UMG, Drake, and Kendrick, and that this entire little narrative, which is starting to go viral online, is completely made up and not true. We're told not only did UMG not insert itself here, but our sources were familiar with the inner workings of the label, say Universal would never jump into something like this. The way it was explained to us, Kendrick and Drake beef is between them and completely separate from the business side of things. UMG does not think it's their place to step in either way, so they didn't, nor did they ever consider doing so. Mind you, there's also a fact that these music drops have clearly only helped. All the tracks between the guys have spurred lots of streams and plays, exactly, which means more money. And that's dollars for UMG. So objectively, there's a financial incentive to keep the beef actually going, right? Now, blah, blah, all signs point to the latter. All right. Okay. Yeah, completely false. Definitely completely false.
Headline be receiving where my hat food. Need your girl to give me knowledge like it's high school. Cause you know she feel her presence all on YouTube. All my dogs be leaving footprints like it's Blue's Clues.